Wolfie's distinctive smile is the result of a permanent overbite. His esophagus is no longer kinked or too small to pass food through. Taking the full range of Wolfie's digestive needs saved his life as a kitten. As a grown-up cat, Wolfie no longer has to be held upright after meals. And his esophagus is no longer kinked or too small to pass food through. That doesn't mean he doesn't continue to have some dietary specifics not every cat owner has to consider. A subsequent endoscopy revealed that his esophagus tends to violently constrict and roll even when he is under anesthesia. Because of this discovery, his diet still consists solely of a blended mixture of kitten milk and prescription critical nutrition. Friends for Life Rescue Network volunteers worked round the clock to save him. In addition to Santiago, many of FFLRN's Los Angeles area volunteers have helped to provide Wolfie with round-the-clock care. In large part due to the tireless love and care provided by these volunteers, Wolfie's weight went from less than 15 ounces to 1 pound 14 ounces within just 1 month of his trip to the ER. And he has continued to thrive. He currently weighs around 9 pounds. A true testament to Wolfie's will to survive and to the dedication of FFLRN's volunteers. Wolfie was unable to regulate his body temperature. Wolfie's tiny esophagus was not the only health issue that he has faced. 4 months after he was rescued, Wolfie had to lie with a heating pad because he was unable to regulate his body temperature on his own. Without the heating pad, his internal temperature would vary along with his environment, whether hot or cold. A weakened immune system also resulted in health issues such as bronchitis and multiple upper respiratory infections. A special liquid diet helped save Wolfie's life. As solid food had been unable to pass through his esophagus to his stomach, Wolfie was put on a liquid diet. Santiago and the FFLRN volunteers were instructed to feed him kitten milk every 2 hours and to hold him upright for 5 to 10 minutes after each meal to help allow the milk to successfully pass through to his stomach. Thanks to the endoscopy, vets discovered that Wolfie has a disorder in which overgrown tissue resulted in his esophagus being far too small to allow solid food to pass through. After starting his special diet, Wolfie quickly began to gain weight and strength, a trend that continued into his adulthood. Instead of experiencing lethargy and continued illness, he became an active, curious, and playful young cat. He no longer has to be held upright after meals, though his underlying health issues require that his diet consists solely of a blended mixture of kitten milk and prescription critical nutrition. An emergency vet recommended that Wolfie be euthanized. With the kitten dangerously close to death, but Santiago wasn't ready to give up on the smallest cat in the trio she'd tracked down. When the doctor acknowledged that there was no clear diagnosis for the kitten's struggles, the FFLRN co-founder refused to euthanize Wolfie. Instead, vets performed an endoscopy, successfully flushing the food debris from Wolfie's blocked esophagus. When the kitten woke up a few hours later, he needed Santiago's hands. "It just made me feel like we were doing the right thing in trying to save him," she told the dodo. Wolfie couldn't handle food and had to be put in an oxygen chamber to help him breathe. Wolfie's health declined in the first few days after he and his siblings were rescued from that alley. Already weak and malnourished, He continued losing weight despite his rescuer's best efforts, as he was simply unable to keep solid food down. His situation worsened even more. At one point, the kitten was gasping for air and had to be placed in an oxygen chamber. FFLRN took him to a vet clinic where an X-ray revealed that his esophagus was completely blocked by bits of food. None of the vets at the clinic had ever seen this before, Santiago told Love Meow in January 2018. He was then transferred to an emergency clinic. Wolfie and his siblings were found in an alley on L.S. Skid Row. On December 17, 2017, Friends for Life Rescue Network was contacted about 3 kittens spotted in an alley in the Skid Row district of Los Angeles. FFLRN co-founder Jacqueline Santiago told Love Meow that when they got to the alley where the strays had been spotted, "I saw these 3 gray kittens run between the space between 2 buildings. They looked pretty young." Although the kittens avoided the drop trap Santiago set out, FFLRN was able to corral the 3 out of their hiding spot with food and soon got the strays to safety. The kittens were malnourished and dehydrated, and sadly, despite the best efforts of the volunteers, one of the 3, the one the group had named Bear, soon passed away. The rescue group named the surviving siblings Foxy and Wolfie. Weighing just 15 ounces, Wolfie was about half the size of his sister. Despite his being underweight and having an obvious overbite, Santiago and the other FFLRN volunteers caring for the 2 kittens were not yet aware that Wolfie might have special needs. He seemed at the time to be eating just fine.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care, bye.